from Love to Learn Tennis again, and continuing the series for cracking the code for effective doubles, for winning more double matches. In part two, where you try to break your opponent's pattern. And the next pattern that we're going to hit or focus on is active poachers. We all know there's a lot of players where you play against. They're like, no matter what you do, try to go cross court every time. And they're just crossing the net over. Let's say you're on the forehand and then you try to go cross court and you're at the middle and then boom. And you feel the pressure on the return of serve. You have to hit very sharp angle cross court, for example, so they don't poach. But as we all know, it's not easy, and they always keep winning those points, especially when someone is very active and they know how to move well and time it right. When you're about to hit the ball, they move. So there are different ways also to break this pattern. They're winning. First of all, you got to learn that active poachers love to poach more when they're up in the points. So think about score like 30 love, 40-15, maybe 30-15 they poach too, but definitely a game point. That's a big point they poach to finish the game. Or like I said, if they're 30 love, they're comfortable because even if they don't make it or, they don't cross, they're still safe that they can come back and they're still up. So this is one of the things. So now you know when they normally try to poach or they poach in general. You have to counteract that by hitting more down the line, keep them honest. And we probably know that too. So if I'm returning on the forehand, aim at the single line so you can have more margin of error. When you go down the line in doubles, aim at the single line or a little bit in the alleys, but don't go all the way to the doubles because you're going to make more errors. It's going to go out. So give yourself more margin, because if you aim at the single line, at the time they crossing middle, you're already past them right there, and that's a winner for you. Same thing on the backhand. So if you go in here and then you're turning, trying to aim a little more inside, down the line to the single line, and then you go. So keep them honest. Try to change your pattern. Don't always try to go cross court when you have very effective active poacher. So then you keep them honest. Now they're going to start thinking, should I poach or not? Because they're going down the line. So this is the first one that you can do to counteract that. The second one you do, and also very effective, is especially on, first serve that you can attack it. If they have a good kick serve, for example, try to start lobbing. Actually, lobbing can be very effective too. So if you start lobbing down the line, or even cross-court lob, so it's going to be pretty high, the poacher really can't reach that poach much, so it goes to the baseliner, and then you start exchanging baseline shots and see how you can even come in and close. So if you even lob, if I'm lobbing down the line and they're switching over, I'm going to come into the net and try to come in on the one who's coming to volley. So this is also very effective, because now you're not just taking the poaching away, you're also coming in and attack and finish it at the net. So this is also very effective to try to lob, down the line or cross court to stay away from the poacher. Now the last scenario, which is one of the hardest, let's say two players. One player has a great serve. He or she can really hit it hard or kick it pretty hard, and then their partner is very active in net and they know how to put it away. I've seen a lot of that before. And this is a scenario where you actually, the third option, where you talk to your partner, actually both of you back up to the baseline, or closer to the baseline. So let's say my partner is returning the serve at the deuce side. And instead of starting at the service line, now I'm being more vulnerable because they can attack me more. I'm actually going to back up a little bit closer to the baseline, inside the baseline. So now I can have more time to react. And not just that, you're taking away the pressure from your partner to hit a perfect return, because now they know even if the poacher touch it, excuse me, they still have a chance. You still have a chance to return it or put it more effectively. And also, you putting the pressure back on the poacher to hit a perfect poach, find the angles. And usually if you try to lob or they hit aggressive return, hit it hard, and when they try to poach and try to angle, they can make errors. But they're going to try to maybe poach in the middle, so you guys have to coordinate and watch out who's sticking in the middle between both of you, or find the angles. But still, you have a chance because the ball can bounce in front of you and you can run down and get it. So this is different ways of technique to handle a poacher, depends on the scenario. you. So just keep that in mind when you're playing someone who's very active at the net, or someone who's very good, has a really good first serve, that they always make it hard, and it's hard to make it effective return. Thank you. Have a great day.